Hello, my name is Leo and welcome to a new day of the Elder Scrolls Arena. We're just about to arrive at King's Walk. Thank goodness. I can't wait to actually get to King's Walk. And maybe actually do something, for once. Yeah, it'll be great. Now, I was watching some Japanese TV last night, and I saw something that was actually pretty cool. What this TV station had done is they took one of those, those rotocopters, those rotoscope copter thingies. Um, they took one of those, and they outfitted it with a 4K video camera. Right? Not that I really give a shit about 4K or anything, but they stuck a 4K camera on it, and then they used this little rotocopter, and they flew it around like these cherry blossom trees, and around like this shrine and this temple, and like these traditional sort of Japanese imageries. And it was amazing. Now it was funny. It was in the camera was 4K, which was useless for me because I was watching it on a freaking standard definition TV at the time, which is weird. Like the waifu's parents have a digital standard definition TV, which is weird because in Australia, by the time we had digital TVs, we were well into HD. I don't think there was a time where we were selling digital standard definition TVs that had built-in digital signal receivers. Usually if you've got a standard definition TV, and there are a few people, my uncle's got one, you need to get a digital set-top box to actually receive the digital signal, because we're all digital now in Australia. And I'm pretty sure Japan's been all digital for a very, very long time. But, regardless of the quality of it, I suppose it's kind of good to have, use a 4K camera. Because even if the person who's watching it, I don't think the digital TV signal is 4K in Japan yet. I don't think it is anywhere. As far as I was aware, digital TV signal is only 40... 720p, which is what my TV is, which is why I bought it. Well, not why, I bought it because it was cheaper. And that having a 1080p TV, apart from having slightly better picture on my video games, there wasn't really an issue for it. There's Blu-ray, but of course I didn't have Blu-ray at the time. Now I do, but whatever. 720 is fine, who cares? Anyway, but yeah, if you've got a 4K video, even if the person watching it isn't 4K, well, at least it's still gonna be the best picture that you could possibly make. And it was amazing because, when you watch flyover shots, maybe you've got a crane. Let's say it's a movie, it's a crane shot, so the crane shot's going over the action or over the scene. Or you've got an on the ground shot on rails where it's going under a bridge. You know how in Japanese temples how they've got the red arches, the little gates? In for example in I don't think that video's up yet. Of Metal Gear Rising. No, it's not actually. Good point. In Metal Gear Rising there's a bit where you go to a Japanese garden and there's these little red gates. If you look it up you can find it. It's pretty predominant sort of thing. There's many little red gates leading upstairs or something to the actual entrance of the temple. And you could have a camera on rails or something going under the bridges, right, under the gates, or you could have a flyover thing that's going over the gates. Well, this roto thing can do something that none of those can do, which is go under and then go over and then go through and around. And because it must be a really high quality rotocopter, because it was really stable. It was a really steady, stable camera flow, just slowly. It was basically like a matrix shot, like a bullet time shot, only it was being shot in real time. Now, the bullet time shot where the camera goes around the action and the action sort of freezes or slows down. Well, it's kind of like that, except the action's not actually slowing down. Though the images were of a static, like just scenery, so it didn't really matter. If there were, now there was a bit, it was actually pretty interesting, where they were going, the rotor thing was like really close to the stairs and it was going upstairs. And there were like people like walking up the stairs as well. And it was just really interesting. It was really cool. And I think that is maybe a new thing that maybe movie companies should maybe get on, is having that as a camera, because like you won't need like expensive crane shots or like the rails. Well, you might need the rails, because rails are good in the fact that you can do it really quickly. Like the rotocam wasn't moving very fast. Like it was a very slow, and the shot of like cherry blossoms and like temples is perfect, because it's a really like calm and serene and slow image that if the camera's moving really slowly, it works perfectly. If you wanted to do that for an action shot, it wouldn't be all that good, unless it was like an action shot where a camera is like on a rail and it's moving really slowly, and like a whole bunch of action's going on in the background and the action is slowly moving with the camera shot. That'd be kind of cool. But I still think like this, like even if it wasn't an action shot, if it was just a static image, you could use the roto camera and then just speed it up to make it go faster if you wanted to do it, something like that. But this is a kind of action shot, a kind of camera usage that you're probably going to see a lot of in the future. And I really think that even just like other news programs or something like that, because this was just something that they showed, like I think it was it was one of those after the weather shots, like just the scenery shot, and it was just beautiful. Like everyone in the room, myself, the wife's mum, the wife's dad, we all just sort of stopped what we were doing and just watched. And the music was really like calm and serene Japanese traditional music. And we all just stopped and watched until it stopped. And it went on for like a good maybe 5 minutes before they came back and started explaining, the camera and how it worked and all that stuff. And then we didn't instantly, but we was sort of interested in how it worked, but then quickly went, this is boring, and moved on. Like, but just the shots itself was amazing. And I was really impressed by that. And I think I would love to have a little roto camera. I could think of some really nasty applications for it though. Like I was saying, they did a shot where it was like really close to the stairs, going up the stairs, and there were people like walking like on the stairs. Now, if it was like below, like going up the stairs, and there was like say a girl wearing a skirt who's just walking up the stairs at the same time, I could think of some really nasty, applications for, creepy dudes, creepy middle-aged businessmen in Japan who wanted to see some upskirts using that camera. Hopefully it doesn't. Well, I don't think it would really get used like that, because it's pretty freaking obvious. Like, the people who were like walking up those stairs, they knew that there was a giant like four-rotoed helicopter with a giant camera like going up looking at them. Like, they were aware. So it's not that secretive. There are other things out there that would be, a lot more secretive. Like, I saw this thing. I was looking for a USB to HDMI converter for my computer, because my TV doesn't have VGA input, which is annoying because my laptop doesn't have HDMI out. It's got VGA out. I got that on purpose for reasons. But unfortunately, because my TV doesn't have VGA in, I can't like look at my computer on the TV, which is a real bummer. Because I'd like to play. Like now that I've got some PC games, I'd like to play them on the TV. Like Arena's okay, but like if I play Morrowind, I'd probably much rather play it on a big screen TV. and things like Elite Beat, not Elite Beat, Beat Hazard Ultra and stuff like that, I'd really like to play like on the TV, rather, with an Xbox 360 controller, rather than on the the computer screen with a 360 controller or just mouse and keyboard. But yeah, so I was looking for a USB to HDMI cable. What I found was a USB camera, which is basically, it's just this, it's about the size of a USB thumbstick, a flash drive, and it's got a little tiny camera on it, and it's got a little clip that you put in your top pocket of your business suit thing, and basically it's a camera, really creepy camera that you can use to look at people with, without them really noticing, because the camera's so tiny you can barely even see it. But yeah, that roto camera was pretty cool. But hopefully tomorrow we are going to arrive in King's Walk. We're going to do some stuff in King's Walk. It's going to be great. You're going to love it. Trust me. But for now, my name is Leo, and I will see you next